one of the things you write, which cracked me up in the book, is I think you're in Borneo or Indonesia somewhere, and someone's filming you, and you say the experience is like being told, dance monkey, like all of a sudden, like you've got to perform. So now you're not just climbing for the sake of the climb, for the sake of speed or whatever it is. You're climbing for a whole team that has a set of expectations. Just how does that, what do you have to do to prepare mentally and physically for the fact that you're now not just a climber or an athlete, you're a performer?
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, so that kind of crept up over the years. I mean, there definitely wasn't a point where I went from feeling like a climber to suddenly feeling like a performer. It's more like, one day every couple months, you have a day where you have to go out and perform. And then, and that never really bothered me because, we all have to work somehow to support ourselves. And I'm like, I don't mind working on the rock sometimes. I mean, I'd much rather work while climbing than I mean, I don't really have an education or any other skills. I'm like, I'd much rather be climbing than like laying brick or like roofing or something. Like I don't, and so, I mean, from that perspective, I'm like, this is not a bad gig. I like climbing. So, but I mean, you're right though that it does sort of change the experience a little bit. I mean, particularly with the free soloing, I mean, it's a little bit of a weird area because, if you're risking your life for a camera, it's like a bit of a weird thing. Though typically, I mean, if we really feel like diving into it, if we're having a chat, let's have a chat. Oh, this is all recorded though, huh? Oh yeah. That guy just give a thumbs up in the back. Yeah, this is recorded. Yeah, but so I mean, most filming is posed after the fact anyway, and so the filming on Half Dome, the photos, Thank God Ledge, things like that, those were all taken later. When you just come back to the same climb, you rappel into position, you reclimb certain sections.
Is that true of free solo?
No, that's not true of free solo. Yeah. That's why I won an Academy Award. Yeah. But no, honestly, but that was a huge distinction for me personally, was because I had done a lot of filming and a lot of photography up to then. I mean, so I've also done a lot of work for brands. I'm sponsored by many different companies, and it's totally common in the outdoor world to go out and do a photo shoot. You choose some interesting looking piece of rock, you climb it over and over, you take nice pictures, you get the beautiful body positions. The photographer tells you the best way to look on the rock, and you just do it. You just go out and like shoot for the day. Free solo was sort of my first experience where they were actually just filming what I did for 2 years. And in some ways, it was actually slightly annoying to me because I would have preferred having more guidance, more direction. Because not that I'm calling Jimmy Chin a bad director, but or his wife Chai. But the thing about it is that
are there any scenes in the movie that you're embarrassed by?
Oh, yeah, there are plenty of unflattering scenes in the film. Yeah, I mean, you've seen it, right?
3 times.
Yeah. No. I mean,
wait, hang on. Does anyone think there's a single unflattering scene in the entire movie? No.
Are you guys? No. Have you seen the film? No. There are whole sections that I find horrifying. I'm like, oh no.
Well, like, for example.
Well, my whole relationship. You're just like, oh, that's kind of.